Hello there, welcome once again to High Speed Hangover Podcast. I am DJ Grey and I'm here with...
Liam Gimpmeister Fra, because I like gimp suits.
And he's wearing a thick leather gimp suit at the moment. Boy, is he hot and sweaty in this hot and sweaty weather.
But at least I'm losing weight.
Yes, and friends.
Mm-hmm.
Because they take one look at you in your gimp suit and they think, who is this freak? And they wander off quickly. Anyway, let's start the show, shall we?
Yeah.
Start the show with something heavy and fast and brutal. This is Bludgeon from Essex.
You mean Bludgeon?
No, Bludgeon. Bludgeon is a French band, probably. Bludgeon are from Essex. They don't sound nothing like French people.
Hang on, are they from Essex? Does that mean they're going to make a cameo on The Only Way is Essex?
I highly, highly doubt it.
Oh.
Anyway, this song is called Before the Taxidermy Begins. Okay, that was Bludgeon there with their track off their 2013 promo called Before the Taxidermy Begins. Now you can get that promo and some snazzy Bludgeon t-shirts from their Big Cartel page, which you can find if you go and look them up on Facebook, Bludgeon, and you'll find the Big Cartel details and you'll find all other details about whatever they've got available at the moment. So go and check that out. Next up, Mr. Fry is going to introduce you to a young thrash band from London who are doing good things. Tell us all about them, Mr. Fry.
This band is called Hangover. They've got a little EP out called Divine Command Theory, DCT for short, and this song is called Over the Top.
Good stuff.
turn, there's no turning back. Gunners in front, and cowards behind. No way out, there's nowhere to hide. Touching his feet, we're right alone. Fighting the war, step on the road. Seeking the dead, the punches of fear. One thing left, heal all who are near. Over the top. Final push. No getting back. Death is here. Between you and your home. Whoever's not dying is already dead. The only way out through the fucking head. Over the top. Final push. Nothing back. Death is here.
That was Over the Top by Bangover. Now you can get their DCT EP for free on their Bandcamp. Just go on Name the Price, type 0.00 and voila, that
Free.
EP will be in your possession.
Free is my favourite price. I like free. It's
Same.
good. Anyway, yeah, check them out because they are a really good thrash band. And anyway, coming up now, we've got a blast from the past, an old band. This album of theirs came out in 1988, I believe. It's called Hell House, and the band are called Holossard. I've been a proud fan of theirs for many, many years. I never actually got to see them play live until a couple of years ago.
2011.
2011. They'd split up. They hadn't been going for ages, and they suddenly reformed. And I travelled all the way up to like Newcastle kind of area to go and see them play. So it was a bloody good gig. That I really enjoyed that. Anyway, the track we're going to play is called Look Into the Mirror.
Ooh.
Look into the mirror. It holds the future.
Great,
Not
just play the fucking song. This ain't no acapella here.
spoil sport. Okay, that was rather good. That was Looking to the Mirror by Holosard, taken off their 1988 album, Hell House. Now, as I said, I'm a big fan of theirs. I actually made their Facebook page to start off with. I'm kind of an admin on there because I was so determined their name should be spread further and wider and so forth. So I'm kind of like admin on. So go on Facebook, look up Holosard, and you'll find lots of interesting stuff about them. They're kind of in hiatus again at the moment because I think they're having line-up troubles. I'm not sure if they're going to be playing again. I hope so because I'd like to see them more than once in my life. What did you reckon of them, Mr. Farrar?
I thought they were brilliant. Now, I've heard that Mr. Philip the Sad wears a mask.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it isn't a gimp mask, and if he hears this, I hope he don't get too freaked out, because this is just my humour.
It's more like an executioner's mask. And speaking of executioners and hangmen, we have an interview coming up now with Amulet. That was a good one, wasn't it? That was a good little link there. Did you like that?
Yeah.
Anyway, what it was, we was in Merciful Summer Fate last Saturday. I think that was the 6th of July. Merciful Summer Fate in Hyde Park. All the metalheads were hanging out and drinking beer. And we managed to corner Dave Sherwood on drums and ask him some questions about his band Amulet. What did you reckon?
It was a gimp-tastic interview. Hello, this is Liam from High Speed Hangover podcast, and this is
Great, we're talking to Dave from Amulet.
Dave Sherwood on drums.
Dave Sherwood on drums. Is that your official title?
That's my name.
Ah, that's your real name. Have you changed it by default?
No, I was born that way.
Ah, what's your middle name? On. Excellent, I like that. Not Von. Von would be more metal.
Yeah.
Dave Von Sherwood, Von Drums.
Alright. So, the first question coming from me, Liam Fry, in case any of you people didn't know my voice by now. What made you form the band Amulet?
I didn't actually form Amulet. It was Heathen Stephen and Bulldozer that formed it. I just happened to be looking for a band of the same sound at the time. At the time I was playing very briefly in the early days of Monument. It didn't work out, so I was looking for a new band. That's when I approached Heathen Stephen, Marek is his other name, and it's a love relationship from there, really.
Good stuff. So tell us about it. You got one demo, ain't you?
Yeah, demo EP.
What's it called again?
Cut the Crap.
Cut the Crap, that's it. And is there like a story behind Cut the Crap? Whose crap needs cutting?
It's quite funny, we didn't have a name for it, but when we were recording the songs, we were outside and Bulldozer just came up with it. Cut the Crap, man. But like, sort of, I think in a way it's kind of about bringing back the real sound to music and heavy metal in general. Like a lot of things now, in our opinion, mine anyway, is very plastic, not very authentic. So what we're doing is trying to bring it back.
You've gone way back to old school.
Notch. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a funny title. It was just a demo. We didn't know if people would like it or not.
You're doing fucking well though. One demo, and you're doing quite a few gigs off it, and you've done a couple of festivals and that.
Yeah.
What's been your highlight as Amulet so far?
It's too much, man. Like, just probably being the best and happiest I've been in a band before, and it's very genuine. We're all friends.
Yeah.
Again, I was friends with the guys before the band started, so it's just being friends.
Just being in the band is the highlight.
Yeah.
Totally. No one gig, no one festival that's really like made you think, fuck me, this is excellent.
Well, Muscle Rock Festival in Sweden, which we just did last month.
Yeah.
That's like first proper festival I've ever played, and most of the guys in the band have ever played. So
you're getting some good reactions as well, yeah?
Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, really surprised. Yeah, really
okay,
good.
so how does it feel to be playing with some of your favourite bands like Pagan Altar and Manila Road?
Manila Road was one of our first shows, and man, that was fucking shit scary. Like, yeah, just because they're amazing. Same with Pagan Altar, I fucking loved them. And yeah, we're just really privileged to be able to play with them, really. Very lucky.
So all these good gigs you've been getting, is there any truth to the rumour that you're giving sexual favours to get these good gigs?
Well, you'll have to be a promoter to find that out.
Damn!
Alright, so tell me about your personal lives in the band.
Personal lives?
Any personal secrets, good gossip that we can find out?
What jobs?
I don't know, fucking personal secrets that we don't know about.
Well, again, we're saying Bulldozer, yeah.
Homosexual triangles, that kind of thing, I think is what he's really into.
Well, I live with Marek, but there's none of that going on.
Oh, shame, really.
In terms of personal lives, Will Bulldozer, he does all of our artwork. He's a tattooist as his working job, so he does all of our art.
So can we expect the whole band to have like amulet tattoos with a little hangman underneath?
Maybe. I'm kind of thinking about getting a hangman.
Is that your like your theme song at the moment? The hangman. That's why you got the like the little people dressing up and all that.
Yeah, but also it's just because of the story behind that. I don't know if you know the story behind the hangman.
What is the story? Tell us again.
It's a guy called William Calcraft, who's an ancestor of mine. He was the last public hangman in England, or London anyway, and he used a short drop rope technique where instead of them, basically a short drop rope is they were strangling to death.
It's a neck breaker, isn't it? Short drop.
And he used to mock people in front of crowds, and he used to dangle on their shoulders and, you know, laugh.
Well, this is your ancestor.
Yeah. And
so you take after him then, really.
I fucking wish I could be that cool. But then he'd dangle on their legs to ensure that they were dead.
Nice.
It was
brutal times.
Yeah, it really was, and it was reasons why that were like no more public.
You don't get any more heavy metal than that kind of shit, though.
No, totally. It's a fucking cool story.
Yeah. Have you got any other ancestors you can write songs about?
I think one was I think there was a famous swimmer.
All right.
But I don't know.
Doesn't really lend itself to heavy metal.
No.
Swim the channel.
Watch him and swim.
Oh, bands
actually,
around your arms.
Cover yourself in goose fat. So you don't get too cold.
Okay, so
I'm gonna write that song.
Let's wrap this up with one last question. Do you have a question?
Do I have a question? Yes. What do you use on your hair? It's amazing.
I use
Is it Timotei?
What?
Timotei.
Fuck's that?
It's a hair shampoo.
Oh, is it? Oh, right. Well, it's definitely, no, it's obviously not that. It's Aussie shampoo.
Ah.
And then I use Aussie conditioner. And then I use, as I'm drying it, I spray in some spray-in conditioner. I can't remember what it's called right now. But it was recommended to me by
I didn't really expect an answer for that. But thank you.
It was recommended to me by a guy called Paul Schofield, who's a heavy metal hairdresser who's just moved to Brighton, but he normally cuts my hair.
Okay, now I have a final question.
Amulet aren't glam, by the way.
I have a final question.
You don't sound like it.
I have a final question myself. How is your sex life? Do you have a sex life? Or?
It's alright, yeah.
Plenty of groupies on the road?
Male groupies?
Yeah, lots of male groupies hanging around. No, unfortunately, there's no real real groupies anymore. It's not.
Well, what you should try and say is that I'm the well hung man, and see if you can get more groupies that way.
Now,
I'm the well hung man.
That's a good idea.
Now this concludes the interview, and it's over now. Now this was the beloved Liam Fran. This was
great,
and we were with DSOD.
Thank you. Wicked.
Any last words?
Good luck with High Speed Hangover.
Thank you.
Great.
Yeah.
We're going to play an Amulet song now. What Amulet songs? We just play the Hangman, shall we?
Yeah, might as well.
We should play the Hangman.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah. This song has been copyrighted, so I can't play it on YouTube. But if you want to hear the full show in its entirety, check out the link in the description of the video.
That was the Hangman by Amulet. Shout out to the Hangman, Dave Sherwood's ancestor.
Dave Sherwood on drums, ancestor.
Whatever.
Von David Von Sherwood Von Drums.
Next band.
Super heavy metal name. Okay, next band actually contacted us after we did our first podcast and asked if they could actually appear on this podcast. So our name is spreading already. That's a nice bit of work.
In America.
Yep, that band are from America. They're called Carnivora. And they have an album out called Eternal, which I think you can get for free download. I managed to get it for free download on Bandcamp anyway. Anyway, so the song we actually chose to play today is called Human Decimator. And jolly good stuff, I think you'll agree. This song has been copyrighted, so I can't play it on YouTube. But if you want to hear the full show in its entirety, check out the link in the description of the video.
That was Human Decimator by Carnivora from their album Eternal. You could check it out on their Bandcamp and get it from their Bandcamp or Facebook, whatever you prefer.
Good stuff as well. I thought that was a really good band. I rather enjoyed them. Anyway, next up, we're just going to have a little bit of talking for a couple of seconds. We look on Facebook, let you know what gigs are coming up in the near future. As soon as this podcast goes out on the 15th of July, we'll start from around that time. So we've got a gig on the 20th of July, a wicked death metal gig at the Unicorn with Carnal Decay, Pighead, Crepitation, Party Cannon, and Blasphestized. Yeah. Same day, again the 20th of July, you've got a little bit of Doom, a little bit of Thrash. You've got Gregorian and Parasite, who are quite good bands, both of those, at the 229 Club in London as well. Later on, you've got on the Friday the 26th of July, Natrium, Trifixion, Sifril, and Regurgitate Life are playing again at the Unicorn, and as you know, all Unicorn gigs are free. Also at the Unicorn, what was coming up the day after?
Attackhead, Abaddon, Divine Chaos, Kilohertz, Crypsis, Exterminus, Terradrone at the Unicorn on the 27th of July, and if you didn't know, it's free, meaning you can walk in without paying money, unless you're buying beer.
Yeah, you've got to buy beer as well, and that is a bloody good gig as well by the looks of it. Very good indeed. I'll definitely be down for that Attackhead one. Okay, this next song we're going to play for you now. Mr. Farrar is going to choose the next song. Have you decided what next song you want to do yet, Mr. Farrar? Something off your little playlist for today? What are you going to play?
Yes, this song is by a thrash band called Crypsis. They're from Brighton. This song is called... Actually, it's from their new album, The World Rots Faster. It's called No Freedom.
Yeah, they're quite a good band, Crypsis. You've seen them quite a few times. Very good live. Anyway, here you go then. Okay, that was jolly good, wasn't it? A nice little bit of thrash there from Crypsis, and that was taken off their new album, The World Rots Faster, which I believe is also available for free on Bandcamp. We are lucky nowadays with all these lovely free downloads that we get. That particular song was called No Freedom. Okay, now I get to choose the next song, and I'm going to do a little shout out for Benjamin Isaacs. He asked me to play this band, so here they come. And it's Basement Torture Killings, a wicked serial killing death band from London area. And the song that I'm going to play for them is Perfect Porn Star Flesh, taken off their nice bit of Porn Star Flesh, yum yum yum, and it's taken off their first EP, which was called The First Coming, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's it, First Coming, something like that. Here you go then.
Stick your cock up her ass, you motherfucking worthless cocksucker.
That was Perfect Porn Star Flesh by Basement Torture Killings. Great band, bloody brilliant band. Now, this is going to be the last band and song of the podcast of this episode. Now, these guys are called Shrapnel, and they'll have a new album coming out very soon called The Virus Conspires.
The Virus Conspires.
An epic name indeed. Now, this song is from their old EP, The Devastation to Come. This song is called Toxic Slaughter, an amazing song. Just listen to it and break your neck while headbanging.
Toxic Slaughter!
From annihilation, as chemicals fill the air. This shot goes
Alright then, that was a little bit of shrapnel there from Norwich, kind of Ipswichy kind of way, somewhere out there in Suffolk anyway, and that song was called Toxic Slaughter, and it was taken off their album The Devastation to Come, and in fact there was some more devastation to come from Shrapnel, because they've got an album coming out soon, as you just told us a little while ago. Was it The Virus in Shoes or something?
The Virus Conspires.
Ah, The Virus Conspires. How can that happen? How can a virus conspire? Unless it's Virus the
Let's
Fact
ask
Man.
them.
Yeah, okay, no, but yeah, maybe we'll do an interview with them one day.
Yeah.
If we ever get the chance. Okay, and that was the last song for this show. What are we going to do with our show? We was kind of thinking maybe once monthly, then we thought maybe 2 a month on like the 15th and the 30th, and then we thought bloody hell, we just do it whenever we feel like it basically, didn't we?
Yeah.
But roughly about 2 a month.
Mm-hmm.
So any requests or anything? Any bands want to have an interview for another issue, or they got any tunes they want us to play? Then, get in touch and we'll try and do our best for you. Also, Mr. Fry, you wanted to make a birthday announcement or something?
Yeah, today it's the birthday of the fallen legend who will live on forever in our hearts and every metalhead out there, Ronnie James Dio. Brilliant singer.
Dio be praised, Dio be praised.
Yeah, calm down.
Sorry.
Now, this song is called Holy Diver. Now, we can't, obviously, we
worry about copyright. We worry about copyright. That's why we do underground stuff on this, because we've not got any copyright.
There'll be lawsuits up our arses.
Exactly. We don't want lawsuits up our arses.
So,
we can't pay any royalties.
1, 2,
Holy diver, you've been down too long in the midnight sea. I don't know the words. You gotta get away. Get away.
Okay. We don't want to sound like we're taking a piss. We love Dio to bits. So
and we're crap singers.
Rest in peace and horns up.
Definitely. And don't forget to keep your thumbs in. Anyway, cheery bye.
Bye.